Good morning. 2026 construction pipeline forecast. Where ground up demand is heading in Texas. Texas is entering one of the most strategically important construction cycles in years after a period of cautious capital deployment, rising interest rates, and supply chain volatility. 2026 is shaping up to be a re-acceleration year, but only in the right sectors and only in the right markets. For commercial real estate investors, developers, and business owners, understanding where shovel ready demand is heading is the key to positioning yourself ahead of the curve. Below is the breakdown of the strongest, most financeable, and highest demand ground up opportunities across Texas. So, first being industrial and logistics, and they continue to dominate, especially in West Houston and Dallas Fort Worth. Texas remains a logistics titan, and 2026 will push that momentum further. And some of the top drivers are manufacturers reshoring and nearshoring their facilities, AI driven warehouse and automation growth, record freight volumes along I 10, I 35, and the Grand Parkway, and companies that are expanding their last mile distribution capacity. And where demand is the hottest? Well, think Katy, Brookshire, Fulshire industrial corridors, the DFW Alliance and South Dallas submarkets, the San Antonio I 35 logistics belt. And product type seeing the biggest demand will be industrial flex, IOS or industrial outdoor storage, 100 to 400K square foot distribution warehouses, truck terminals and transportation hubs. And banks and private lenders overwhelmingly prefer industrial in 2026, making it the most financeable construction category in the state. Two, medical office and healthcare anchored development surges. So, Texas is experiencing a medical expansion wave, especially around suburban population growth corridors. And what's driving it is population migration into suburban counties, hospitals expanding west to capture new patient populations, as well a surge in outpatient care and specialty clinics. And medical office buildings are outperforming office both in occupancy and rent growth. And where ground up demand is the strongest is Katy and West Houston, with the Houston Methodist West or Texas Children's Hospital expansions. As well, Fulshire's got a new comprehensive care centers or multiple comprehensive care centers. And Frisco and Plano have a medical district expansion, whereas San Antonio has an outpatient care boom. So medical office is now considered a defensive asset class. It is one of the few office categories lenders prefer financing. And number three is build to rent or BTR. So in horizontal multifamily will stay red hot as well. That's also another category. But even with multifamily, when multifamily starts cooling, Texas is still a leader in new construction housing demand. And why BTR is still booming in 2026 is there's an affordability gap versus homeownership, and that keeps widening. And families prefer neighborhood style rentals. And operators love the lower turnover, lower repair model. And lenders still support BTR in strong absorption markets. So here is a look at some of the fastest growing BTR markets: Katy and Fulshire, Leander and Round Rock, Frisco and McKinney, New Braunfels and San Marcos. Even BTR to remain one of Texas's most resilient development plays in 2026. Excuse me. Number four is think mixed use and suburban centers. They're making a comeback. As work and lifestyle patterns shift permanently, suburban mixed use is accelerating, especially in master plan communities. And some of the drivers for that are there's a desire for live, work, play demand, or there is demand from live, work, play. Retail leasing is stabilizing in premium quarters, and community based retail is definitely outperforming malls. And some of the top mixed use markets are Ellison Town Center in Katy, Fulshire's downtown redevelopment, La Centera style suburban lifestyle centers across Texas, and developers who pair retail and multifamily in some green space will see the strongest pipelines. And number five is manufacturing and CHIPS Act projects are adding a whole new layer of construction demand. So Texas is becoming a technology and manufacturing hub with billions flowing into the semiconductor and data center infrastructure areas. And here's where that growth is accelerating. So think Taylor, Texas, Samsung's new mega development, Austin Semiconductor Corridor, and Houston's new AI and data infrastructure expansions. Industrial land near these mega projects will see enormous demand for supplier facilities, assembly plants, for warehousing, for workforce housing for supporting those plants. And here are some of the key takeaways for investors and business owners. So 2026 won't be a build everything everywhere kind of year. It will be a targeted construction boom concentrated in high demand corridors where population, infrastructure, job growth, and lender appetite all align. And Texas remains the epicenter of U.S. development, and the smartest capital will follow these five categories. Think industrial, think medical, think build to rent, think mixed use suburban, and manufacturing and support infrastructure. Now, if you want personal insight on where to invest or build in 2026, let's talk. Please visit my website, houstonrealestatebrokerage.com, for some free resources, and as well, you can schedule a consultation. Thanks for your time. Have a good day.